Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the tennis world with a massive update on Carlos Alcaraz. The sport feels dull without his energy and flair, but Angel García has dropped a bombshell update that offers real substance on his recovery. We are breaking down exactly what this expert said about Carlos Alcaraz's potential return, and whether we can expect the superstar back on the court sooner than we thought. Stick with us for the details on this major comeback story.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we turn our attention to the incredible dominance of Jannik Sinner. The Italian is riding an unbelievable 28-match winning streak at the Masters 1000 level, having dismantled Alexander Zverev in a massive win, and becoming the first man to secure 5 consecutive Masters 1000 titles. We'll explore Sinner's mindset as he prepares for the Italian Open, and what he has to say about the respect he feels from the Grand Slams. Now we look at the expanding roster and the exciting future of the sport. Ben Shelton is adding firepower to the lineup, and he is set to join Team World at the 2026 Laver Cup alongside Taylor Fritz and Alex de Minaur. We'll discuss Shelton's focus on his clay court game and his role in this massive upcoming international event. Finally, we reveal the private conversation that might change everything for Carlos Alcaraz. Former player Pablo Andujar revealed that Alcaraz told him he wants to come back when he is 100%, taking things day by day instead of setting deadlines. This is huge news about the timeline for the former world number 1, and we'll tell you exactly what this means for his return and what we should expect next. Don't miss this. Tune in now. Carlos Alcaraz remains a focal point in tennis news despite a recent absence from the court, with speculation mounting regarding his return. The sport is reportedly missing his energy and flair during his layoff, which was necessitated by a wrist injury to ensure proper recovery. Fans have been awaiting more concrete updates on his timeline, but a recent statement from Angel García, a tennis correspondent for Cope and Onda Cero in Spain, has provided a more substantive outlook. García indicated that with the current conservative treatment plan, Alcaraz is expected to recover fully. He expressed optimism, stating, "If with conservative treatment, which I know is the case, Carlos is going to recover from the injury and become himself again. I have hope. I'll say it already. I think he can make it not only to Wimbledon but also to Queen's before as preparation." This optimistic prognosis follows reports of private discussions regarding his injury. Meanwhile, the competitive landscape is shifting significantly. Jannik Sinner has demonstrated formidable form, securing the first 4 Masters 1000 titles of the year and capturing the Madrid Open crown last week. Sinner's dominant performance against Alexander Zverev in the final showcased a level of play that has raised expectations for him to secure the Roland Garros title. With Alcaraz sidelined, Sinner faces fewer immediate challengers, leading observers to note a reduction in the ATP Tour's usual unpredictability. Jannik Sinner has announced a brief rest period ahead of the Italian Open, while also commenting on the recent struggles of his rival, Carlos Alcaraz. Sinner, riding an impressive 28-match winning streak at the Masters 1000 level and having maintained an unbeaten run since February, is set to begin his campaign in Rome against either Alex Michelsen or Sebastian Ofner. Sinner stated that he took a few days of much-needed rest following the Madrid Open, emphasizing the importance of managing physical and mental conditioning ahead of major tournaments. He expressed confidence in his preparation, noting that while he has a lot to prepare for, he is happy with his recent performance on clay. Regarding Carlos Alcaraz, Sinner attributed his recent difficulties to bad luck concerning a wrist injury sustained during his opening match at the Barcelona Open. Sinner acknowledged Alcaraz's exceptional talent, suggesting that if he were not injured, the competitive landscape would be significantly different. Looking ahead, Sinner highlighted the upcoming French Open as a major focus, stating that achieving a Grand Slam title in Paris would be the ultimate goal. He balanced the importance of the Italian Open with the need to prioritize peak physical and mental condition for the French Slam. The field in both Rome and Paris is notably affected by Alcaraz's withdrawal due to injury. Sinner reaffirmed his own consistency, asserting that success hinges on mental focus and execution in every match, regardless of ranking. Ben Shelton is returning to the professional tennis circuit this week at the Italian Open, where he is scheduled to enter the competition in the second round as the 5th seed. Shelton is currently ranked 6th in the ATP rankings and is concentrating on refining his clay court game ahead of the Roland Garros tournament. The 21-year-old has already secured 2 titles this year, including a hard court title in Dallas and a clay court title in Munich. While focusing on Rome, Shelton has announced his participation in another major event later this year, the 2026 Laver Cup, set to take place in September at the O2 Arena in London. Shelton will be representing Team World, alongside Taylor Fritz and Alex de Minaur, bolstering the roster for captain John McEnroe. Team Europe is also set to feature Carlos Alcaraz and Alexander Zverev. Shelton, who is only 23, boasts an impressive career record, including 5 ATP titles and over 125 match wins. He expressed his enthusiasm for the Laver Cup, stating, "It's always an honor to be part of Team World. Getting the chance to spend a week with legends like Andre and Pat, learning from them and competing alongside this group, is something I really value and that you don't get anywhere else." Shelton has previously participated in both the 2023 and 2024 Laver Cups, accumulating 6 wins from 8 matches and earning 12 points for Team World. The O2 Arena holds historical significance as it hosted Roger Federer's final professional match in 2022. Carlos Alcaraz is fighting through a significant wrist injury sustained at the Barcelona Open, sidelining him from major tournaments including the Madrid Open, the Italian Open, and the upcoming French Open. Concerns over his return have been high, but recent insights suggest a potentially sooner comeback than anticipated. Spanish journalist Angel García offered a more optimistic outlook on the situation during an interview on Cope Mercia. Garcia suggested that with conservative treatment, Alcaraz could recover fully and return to his peak form, potentially aiming for Wimbledon and Queens as preparation. Garcia speculated that Alcaraz might be back on the court in about a month and a half. A return in time for the grass season would be a major boost, especially as Alcaraz seeks to regain the world #1 ranking after losing his title to Jannik Sinner at Monte Carlo. His performance on grass, with an impressive 35-4 record and a 90% win rate, makes it his strongest surface. Alcaraz has maintained a focus on recovery, choosing not to disclose specific comeback timelines. However, former Spanish player Pablo Andujar shared a recent conversation with Alcaraz, revealing the player's mindset. Andujar stated that Alcaraz indicated he intends to return only when he is at 100%, emphasizing a day-by-day approach rather than setting strict deadlines to avoid anxiety.